Welcome to Two Poor Artists, where we're poor at making turkeys, but mostly poor at making art. My name is Benj.
And my name is Isaac. This week, dear fans, we find ourselves in the good old US of A celebrating what we are thankful for.
Which are hands, as you can see on
we're
the
very thankful
screen.
for hands. And this Thanksgiving season, if you're not thankful for your hands, let's just take a moment and get to the root of why. If you
What did your hands do wrong to you?
Maybe your hands have one of those hands you see in the movies where like someone made your hand slap you in your own face and they kept saying, "Are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?"
Or maybe we drew your hands, in which case I understand.
If it's the first problem, it's probably because you had siblings. And really, you're not thankful for your hands. You're not thankful for your siblings. So we fixed that problem. And if it's because of us, well, we aren't going to get any better with drawing hands today.
No.
Although, we did trace this lovely hand here. We didn't, definitely didn't just get this hand from the internet. It's clearly traced.
If you search traced hands on the internet, this will be the first one.
Nope, traced with black ink, like all traditional hand turkeys ought to be. Yes, and today we are going to transform before your very eyes this mere hand into a hand turkey.
Yes.
The most noble of feathered hand creatures. Because really, what other creatures with feathers have hands?
I mean, you could turn this into a peacock, but that would involve colors, and that's disgraceful.
It is disgraceful. We have drawn a peacock, but it didn't really come through in black and white. Therefore, I feel like today I'm not going to go the peacock route. Plus, if you're eating a peacock on Thanksgiving, then you've done something horribly wrong.
Or you're just real fancy.
Maybe that is what they do in, Beverly Hills.
The Malfoys in Harry Potter have peacocks on their property. Maybe they eat peacocks for Thanksgiving. I could see them doing that.
I think if I ever got to a certain point of rich where I had something like an estate, if we had like the Two Poor Artists estate, that we'd have to serve peacocks on Thanksgiving, like out of principle.
Just like mostly in defiance of color.
Yes, because we'd eat that which is most colorful. We'd let all the other black and white animals, like we'd have zebras around the estate, lots of zebras, because they're the most noble color animal.
Right.
We'd have penguins,
polar bears, and black bears.
To say that solves the problem though. Perfect. It would be a whole menagerie of different black and white animals, and we'd eat only the most colorful, which really is quite dangerous, I hear, because the brightest, most colorful animals are usually toxic. But peacocks, to my knowledge, are just colorful and edible. And really, what more can you want out of a meal?
Nothing more.
Like if you had a choice of eating something bland and black and white or eating something colorful, which one's more exciting as it's being shoved into your mouth by the spoonful?
Clearly the more colorful.
Plus, as you said, it defies the conventional art wisdom to say that somehow it has color, it's good art.
Right.
And that's just, as we all know, it's not true. So I really, if we could say anything today, for advice-wise, before we even start the drawing, if you're obscenely wealthy this Thanksgiving, you know someone who can get you a peacock to eat. Do it for the good of art. Is that it? Just
That's it. That's it.
Well, in that case, then
other than that, it's just
it's just good advice.
Good advice.
Good, solid, normal artist advice.
Because I mean, you could go to the zoo and steal a peacock. They at least here in Arizona, they kind of just wander around the zoo.
It's true. They just strut their stuff in defiance.
They're not in any cage or anything. They just wander around.
That is true. The one time I have seen a peacock at our zoo, it was just kind of wandering the streets.
You could.
Two Poor Artists in tow.
I was going to say something, but then I saw.
Not going well. Foot first style.
Yep.
leaves a lot to be desired.
Like, I know I didn't leave you very much room for the feet,
Yeah, see,
but,
I
like,
kept arguing that I needed more room for the feet. This is why.
but I didn't expect this.
Well, what
I would have listened to you.
what did turkey feet traditionally look like? They're like striped, aren't they?
Well, I mean, they're not like that.
Well,
They're not wiggly.
oh gosh, they are quite disturbing already. Maybe I can save it with the rest of my turkey, because the rest of my turkey is going to be just, as kids say, it's going to be off the chain.
Not like the kids that were born before us.
Yeah, those kids. They're still running around somewhere.
Like our parents.
Yeah, well, their parents call them kids. That's the thing. You're always someone's kid, no matter how old you are.
Mm-hmm. I guess.
Words to live by.
I think the current kids would call it lit.
Ugh.
Although that's probably
Gross.
also like me saying that. But like they're like, oh no, that's like 10 years old.
I think they say drippy.
Oh, I hope not.
It's drippy. It's drip. Totally drip my turkey is.
Mm.
Which realistically,
I feel like they said that for like a day and then
I think
not
I think
to.
it's because other generations started saying it.
Yeah, like to make sure they wouldn't.
Yeah, well, that's noble. It's the right thing to do when you hear one generation talking about words and you're like, that literally means a leaky faucet.
Mm-hmm.
Drip. not cool.
Yeah.
Like
you
have a duty to ruin the word for
Mhm.
them.
Like sometimes I can understand how they get the word. Like I heard some kids, and I say the other day, but I mean like 5 years
man.
ago.
The pen hasn't done this in a long time.
The pen made a mistake. Like I heard some kids the other day, and again, like I said 5 years ago, they said beans,
Why is it doing this?
and that meant cool.
What does it mean, Benj? What's wrong with the pen today? What have
I
you
don't
done
know.
to it?
Are you accidentally pushing the button?
I'm not.
Are
This
you? It's probably because you're wearing the drawing glove.
Look at this. Look at this disgrace. I'm not even touching the screen.
Well,
Hold for technical difficulties.
yeah, I'll just get back to what I was saying. So I heard kids saying beans the other day.
Beans?
Yeah, and they meant, and again, as I said, the other day means like 5 years ago.
Beans.
Yeah, they meant cool, which I
Beans.
understand because our generation used to say cool beans.
Oh yeah, see, that was cool.
So it's like that's just a deviation.
Yeah, they just like
From
abbreviated what we used to say.
Yeah, and so like I understand that drip. Where did that come from? We never said anything close to that unless we were talking about sinks.
Okay, I'm redrawing this eye, and I know I'm breaking the rule, but it's the pen's fault.
Mm-hmm. Keep telling yourself that.
There.
Oh, this is an angry,
This is like
but
a...
also derpy.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a turkey. There's only so much anger.
Is it like, are those spikes? Does it have like a spiky
It
mohawk?
has like a mohawk. This is an angsty turkey.
Oh, okay.
An angsty turkey. Going... It's upset about its feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
So much angst built
But
up.
now, this turkey is going to be awesome because I'm going to build it or draw it to be awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See? That's how it works.
Yep. That's how I think God felt when He made me.
Angsty?
No, this guy's gonna be awesome. So we're gonna
Oh.
make him to be awesome.
I see. Yeah, you are pretty. Sorry, that was just a slip. You are pretty awesome. And I mean, I don't know what I don't think you're a pretty man.
I try not to.
Would you want to be a pretty man?
I
No.
would not, unless I'm in a K-pop band.
Yeah, K-pop men are pretty.
Yeah.
But you're also looking at them and you're like, you're not a man.
Mm-hmm.
You're like too pretty.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of work that goes looking that pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
Like-
look at a K-pop guy and you're like, you could never grow a beard.
Yeah.
You couldn't. Like
you-
your body's incapable of it.
Yeah. Like you must have genetically mutated.
Yeah, like there's something about the face of a K-pop boy that's like it's too white,
Yeah.
and it's especially because they're all Asian, and you're like, why is it so pale? Why are
Mhm.
you like you're not even
Yeah. I mean,
It's supposed to
that's
happen.
probably the makeup.
see makeup. Also, not
Well, but if you're going on stage, you have to wear makeup.
yeah, I guess, but I don't know. K-pop boys, I don't even call them men.
I mean, they're usually not men, so that makes sense.
See-
I mean, they're a boy band. Nobody calls it a man band.
I mean, they do when they like start retouring in their 40s because they've tried everything
I
else.
still don't think they call it a man
I
band.
think they should.
Yeah,
What would a man band look like?
be like beards and
Kind of be like, what's that band that is famous for their beards? Oh, they have a
I
name.
don't know. The Beard Bros.
No. Look it up. Look it up while I draw.
Band that's famous for their beards.
You'll recognize them. They're in Back to the Future 3.
I don't remember there being a band in that.
They are when they're at the party in town for the clock tower, and they had beards, big beards, long beards, manly beards. They're a man band. They're not anything like that should be encouraged. No more than a boy band should be, but they're definitely a man band.
Okay, when I search band famous for their beard, I get ZZ Top.
Yeah, that's them. That's them. ZZ Top. Look them up. Tell me they aren't a man band. No K-pop boys ever grew a beard quite like them.
Here, I need to actually look up ZZ Top, I guess, because I went to images and it was just a bunch of different people with beards.
Just imagine all of them in a band. You know?
Oh, okay. So these guys,
They're pretty
one of them
manly.
doesn't have a beard.
What? He's disqualified from the
See?
man.
There's two guys with big old beards and one guy who
Let me
has like a mustache but no beard.
Oh man. That's weird.
The two guys with beards are wearing fedoras or cowboy hats, depending on how long back you go.
I think
in
that's just them in Back to the Future 3. See, I'm not saying that man bands should really be encouraged. There is a difference. And I think beards is the difference.
Yeah. Or it has to at least include one manly feature. Like if everyone in the band had like big old mustaches,
Yeah,
that could probably
that would
work.
qualify.
Or like they all had chest hair popping out of their shirts, through their shirts.
Maybe it's a good thing that man bands haven't really taken off their shirts.
The difference of man and boys are usually gross. So
Well, I guess we can just stick with boy band, but they're not. I don't have to like them
nope.
as much as I'm definitely the demographic that they're going for.
Yep, I'm sure at all their meetings they're like, what would Isaac like?
Just middle-aged artists in general, I think.
So I see you got some ninjas.
Ninja Turtle fingers, the most vicious of all the.
So like this is a turkey and it has Ninja Turtles grafted onto it.
Well, it's just dressed up. Like you put a costume on something and it comes alive.
Oh,
You know how it goes.
I didn't realize that, but
Now you do.
now I know not to put costumes on things all willy-nilly.
It's dangerous. It really is. Let's see.
Just the one holding a stick.
Yeah, he's got a stick. This is the Donatello finger.
Which just leaves the Leonardo finger.
Uh-huh. He's got to have swords. Leading the charge. Oh, I guess his arm is the sword.
It's slightly different from the version you're used to.
I don't really know how to fix this.
That's not a very good sword either.
No, it's not. You know, it is a turkey after all.
Yeah. I mean, what can you really expect when you just put a costume on something and it comes to life?
That one's shorter.
Wait,
So it doesn't.
that's shorter than the handle.
Yeah, it's a complicated sword, that one. But you know, that's how it goes. What else can we do to make this turkey awesome?
Well, I mean, you had to start with that at some point.
Hey,
Ooh, yes, stripes.
manliest of patterns.
You could, or is that like a banner, like a Miss, Universe banner?
It's not a Miss Universe. Why would it be a Miss Universe banner of all
Well,
things?
I'm just saying. It's
One of those like Trogdor arms.
Mhm.
You don't know who Trogdor is? Look him up.
Yep.
He's the Burninator.
And then watch everything on Homestar Runner.
Yeah, that's also a good suggestion. But this turkey's looking pretty good. Like
Yeah, I still don't know what the banner's for.
it's like a fashion statement. No, we'll get there. But first, let's see.
Is he holding some sort of a weaponry?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Some kind of a gun with a scope. That way you know he means business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at that. That's tough. It's like Rambo.
So, like, is your turkey, like, fighting against Thanksgiving?
No, he's fighting for Thanksgiving. He's fighting for it, you know? He's like one of those turkeys. It's like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die with honor.
So,
In battle.
so who's he fighting?
I don't know. I guess your turkey later. No, he's just fighting.
Around killing all the
He's just like the farmer. The farmer goes out the day before Thanksgiving because the
Right.
farmer's wife is like, "Oh dear, you know what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
Get your axe
Right.
and go kill our turkey."
Yeah.
You know how the farmer's wife sounds.
Right.
And he's like, "All right, dear." And then he goes out there and he like opens the door to the. Do turkeys have a coop, like a chicken coop? He opens the door to the
Never seen a turkey farm.
the turkey estate, the turkey manor, the turkey box, the turkey pen, the turkey refuge. I don't know. What do you call a turkey's house? I'm gonna go with turkey coop.
Okay.
And this is what he's greeted with.
Right.
You know, this turkey's like, I know what my purpose in life is. It's to be on the table. I'm not even fighting again, but I'm going to go out with honor. And this turns into like a battle between him and the farmer.
Right.
The farmer always wins.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is a turkey. You
Right.
know? But
it's a turkey with a submachine gun.
it's like
Ninja Turtles
it's turkey
grafted
size. It's
onto
turkey
it.
size though. It's not like it's impressive. You asked about this, so I'm
Yes,
gonna.
I did ask about that.
This is like his weapon belt.
Oh.
This turkey watches too much Rambo. There's some grenades.
See, I'm not so concerned about how the turkey came up with the idea. I'm wondering where it got this turkey-sized submachine gun and this weapon belt with
It's an American.
grenades.
It's an American turkey. Anywhere.
Mushroom on it.
It's not a mushroom. It's like a scythe.
The two-sided scythe.
It's not a good scythe.
And very small. If it's that small, I think it's called a sickle, not a scythe.
Some ninja stars. Go along with the Ninja Turtles up top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
What
can't
else
have
can they-
ninjas without ninja stars.
I have like his pistol. All guns are striped, right?
I guess. In this universe you've created,
These are like some of those like Naruto throwing knives.
what is it called? Like kunai knives or
I
something?
call them Naruto throwing knives. What else could make this turkey even more epic? Oh, I know. You ever watch? And I'm asking the fans because I know you have There's the Justice League. Oh gosh, that was supposed to be round. Forgive me, folks.
Perfectly round. It's all things should.
Yeah, but you have like the white. If people know Green Lantern, this is
Mhm.
the White Lantern ring.
Right.
Sort
Far
of,
more powerful.
sort of like the White Lantern ring. And then I'll give him like a Green Lantern ring over here.
Mm-hmm. Just in case he's wanted to use less power.
Yeah, it's like a lantern.
Mm-hmm.
And then what other rings are there? What's the coolest ring you can think of, Benj?
The one from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that is like writing.
Yeah. You'd have to like quickly learn Elvish or Dark Tongue or whatever
It's
they call
called
it.
Parcel Tongue. No, it's from something else. It's called Black Speech.
Black. That's what it's
Yeah,
called.
this one. This is the Black Lantern ring.
Oh. That's almost as strong as the White Lantern ring.
It's missing one of the things. No one will notice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this one can
Right.
be a mood ring.
Oh.
That way you know.
There is
the-
no
that way
ring,
you know that the turkey is
no
ticked
ring
off.
in reality is more powerful than a mood
Yeah,
ring.
that's how you know the turkey is business, because you're like, I don't know, this turkey might not be upset. Oh, it's red. It's so bright red. It's blood red. The turkey's mood. The turkey means business. And then the
Yep.
farmer's like, dear, are you sure about Thanksgiving this year? And she's like, you always do this. Every year the turkey fights back, and you always...
So,
It's
like,
like,
does he
all right.
like raise the turkeys to fight back? Because
It's just
why are they
something-
fighting back every year?
It's just something that happens on this guy's
They're
farm.
like the first turkey built a secret compartment in the
There's
turkey coop.
There's like an
Yeah.
old turkey that it was like too old to fight back. Like the first year they got the turkey,
Mm-hmm.
he's like the great granddad turkey of the
Right.
group, and
It just never dies.
he's just sits in like his old sage ways, his wise old man. He strokes his turkey beard
Yeah, and
Which is-
trains all
and
the
trains the
turkeys
next generation. Like
and arms them
yeah,
with
for this
power rings beyond imagination.
this never-ending fight that like what else can we give him? What else can we give him? We can give him something around his neck. Give him like a chain. What should be hanging from it?
You could hide him from it.
Who's him?
Turkey.
From his own necklace? Nah, I'll just leave it at that. That's intimidating enough.
Just the choker.
Yeah, like a choker. Just in case you didn't get the angst this turkey was putting off. But yeah, this is my hand turkey. I mean, he's gonna lose, and they're gonna eat him.
Right.
But man, oh man, he's gonna look angsty while they try to get him. But this is great. Hand turkey. What more could you want? Now, I will say this. If your kindergartner or first grader comes home and they've drawn this,
Right.
first of all, you're going to get a call from the school. You're going to get a call from the school once they see. They'll let the Ninja Turtles pass, but as soon as the like weapon belt comes out, they're going to be like, maybe the school counselor needs to call the parents, and they need to like get to the bottom of why this first grader has so much angst already.
Right.
Because most people save their angst for their teenage years or their late 20s.
I don't even think it's the weapons. It's the why did you put a choker collar and mohawk like that? Because that's if your first grader's doing that, because that's like most boys like weapons, but do most boys like angsty teens? Because like no one looks forward to being an angsty teen, and no one looks back fondly on being an angsty teen.
See, some first graders though, that's like their dream is to grow up to be an angsty
I don't
teen.
think that's true.
And no, it can be, and this is how you know. This is the first sign.
Yeah.
The first sign is an angry hand turkey.
Yeah, bring that kid.
This is actually good for everyone at home. What you need to do is you need to, even if your kid's school doesn't do this, like homeschool parents, make sure you do this. It helps identify quite a few angst genes that your kid might have been born with. You know, like it's just
Are angst genes like the kind that have rips in them and chains hanging?
yeah,
from them?
those ones that have like the
And
gigantic chain that leads from the kid's wallet.
Yeah, and they're black instead of blue.
Yeah,
chains.
they're like what Avril Lavigne would have worn in the '90s, which is
Yeah.
if your kid has those kind of genes, then they'll draw this kind of turkey. And then you can ground them until they're married. That's how you have to combat it.
Yeah, it's the only chance they got.
Everyone has a friend who has like a cousin who's like, how come we never see your cousin? It's like, because they've been grounded till they get married.
Yeah. See, the problem is that through their angst, they'll actually like to be grounded. Like they'll complain, but they like complaining.
It builds their own angst character.
Yeah, they can add it to their backstory of angst. Like my parents don't understand me at all. They grounded me until I got married.
Yep,
and I'm never getting married because I'm angsty.
Just say a quick prayer before you give your child this test. You've heard of like IQ tests, and you've heard of like there's all kinds of tests you can give your kids. But
the hand turkey.
The hand turkey test is really the most telling, and it's the one that you should be most concerned about the results because it says a lot about your kid.
It truly does.
I'm quite pleased with my hand turkey though. I would slap that on a refrigerator if I were you.
Would you?
I would.
Well, I'm gonna get rid of your hand turkey.
That's quite upsetting.
So I can draw my own.
Do we normally put quotes around our titles?
Yeah, but I don't think it's like a rule.
Yeah, but I feel like it's anyway.
Yeah, it's gone now.
So
well, really
that's okay. I can live with that. I'm still happy with it. Oh, look at that! It's like a friendly hand.
A nice.
It's like hiding under all that angst.
Anything could happen hand.
Yeah, there's so much hope and potential.
Okay.
Until you and I get to it, that is.
Yep. So, I must have done something wrong because I can't draw.
What a blessing that is to the fans out there. Something has gone wrong. Some force is at work. It's stopping us from drawing.
Something beyond me.
Yes. Something beyond the both of us.
So I'm going to do the closest thing to nose first I can. Beak first. And then I'm going to
beak before
increase the size of our ballpoint pen to do the rest of the drawing. Because I should have just done that first.
Your turkey has a flat bottom. Oh. Okay. My legs were bad. Those are real bad too.
Well, as you know,
like those are not
the far down you get.
Yes.
On this pad that we're drawing on, the paper.
Yeah, paper.
It the ballpoint pen likes to move itself.
I'm just saying, it's like he's wearing. You ever had a long sock on and like you take off your shoe and like the tip of the sock is like stretched out way beyond your toes. That's what it looks like down there. He's wearing socks on his skinny turkey legs. Oh my gosh. That's a 3D technique you just did, putting eyes on both sides of the turkey.
Yep.
If you stopped here, other than the disturbingly loose feet, it would be a nice hand turkey.
Yep.
Like if your kid comes home on Thanksgiving from school with this, you give him a can of whipped cream. I would say pumpkin pie, but that's just cruel.
Yeah, pumpkin pie. I mean, with enough whipped cream, it can be decent, but
yeah, my opinion of pumpkin pie is that because people are like, oh, I really like pumpkin pie. If that were true, people would eat pumpkin pie more than one meal a year,
and they wouldn't have to put so much whipped cream on it.
Exactly. The fact that you have to put that much whipped cream on it, like it's wrong to serve pumpkin pie without whipped cream or Cool Whip.
Yeah. It's like the people that say they like coffee, but it's like really they like milkshakes
because they put so much creamer and sugar in it.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, you can claim you like coffee all you want, but what you like is milkshakes, and you pay 5 times as much for them.
Very true. I'm trying to determine if your turkey is a Sherlock Holmes turkey or if he's like a farmer turkey in a straw hat.
Here's the thing: I was originally going for, he's a turkey that is like trying to blend in with the humans so that he doesn't get eaten.
Oh.
And the only human he knows is the farmer, so he was having a farmer's hat. But as I drew it, I determined it was more like a Sherlock Holmes hat.
Oh, so
now I'm going to draw a pipe in his mouth.
As you do.
And I'm going to make this guy be like a turkey that solves mysteries.
So is he like investigating where the other turkeys went on Thanksgiving?
Exactly. He's oh man. Turkeys have been missing all over the place.
Are you going to draw bubbles in the pipe like they do in all kids shows?
You can't have smoking. This is a bubble pipe with progressively bigger bubbles coming out.
Oh my god! Okay, it's more like the pipe is having a thought bubble now.
No, that's just how bubbles
now
work.
It's like smoke rings, but bubble rings.
Yeah, no, that's just how bubbles work.
Oh well, thanks for the science lesson.
you blow them out and they grow as they move away from you.
That's totally true.
Like smoke rings do.
Yeah, I mean, this turkey's really good at smoking his bubble.
So, I didn't put any thought into this before. But
well, you did. You thought it was going to be a turkey disguise, but then suddenly he became Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. So now I'm going to draw other great detectives on his fingers. He's going to have puppets of
great detectives other than Sherlock Holmes. I can think of, well, I didn't realize Satan was a detective.
No, this is Batman.
Oh, I see. Batman is a great detective. That's what most people who are Batman fans, or at least claim to be Batman fans, don't even realize about Batman. They're like, I love Batman. He's so relatable. And I'm like, first of all, if you relate to Batman, you got real issues.
Very true.
So if your kid ever comes to you and says, my favorite superhero is Batman, it's time to ground them. But this time you don't have to ground them until they get married. Just ground them until they become a Superman fan.
Yes, because Superman is an actually good hero.
That's what I plan to do with my kids if they ever say that their favorite superhero isn't Superman.
And then he's not smiling because he's Batman.
Oh, you gave him a mouth.
Yeah.
This is like, your turkey is going to inspire someone to like go to the nail salon and get the Two Poor Artists special.
See, the thing is,
the Two Artist detective nails.
Are there 5 famous detectives?
Well, we're gonna find out together. I can think of at least 2 more.
This one is with features that one could.
Okay, so are you gonna go with
this one?
Hercule Poirot.
Oh, that's a good one
because he has like that absurd mustache.
He's got eyes like normal.
Yes, perfectly round with no lids.
And then he's got like a double layer mustache.
Double layer? What in the heck? What movie are you watching?
He has a double layer mustache.
Where he has one mustache above the other?
Yeah, that's what it is. He has 2 mustaches.
I don't think that's physically possible.
Well, it's what he does. It's what he has. And then a mouth under the mustache.
Yeah, okay, he needs a hat though.
What kind of hat does Perot
I
wear?
mean, I guess he doesn't always have to have a hat, but he usually like a
Just like a regular,
like a regular
regular
old
old timey hat. Like not quite a. It's slightly rounded at the top, and it has a ring.
Well, I didn't know he was a farmer.
No, it has a ring there.
It looks like he's wearing a sombrero.
Yeah.
This looks like a stereotypical Mexican man.
Yes, the famous detective
Oh gosh.
Juan Perot.
Just move on to the next finger.
Okay. The next one, will be
Looking for? Do you want help?
no, it's done. This is it. It's question. No, he has a hat.
He has a hat.
Yeah, it's
We
question.
can't all be superheroes.
The faceless guy. He has like a fedora type hat.
What about? You could have done so many different ones.
Yeah, but
I mean, they're all harder to draw, arguably, than what you're choosing.
I'm that. That's 100% my choice.
Oh my god!
Is who's easier to draw, and question being faceless.
You could have drawn like Columbo
Yeah, but does he have a face?
or Adrian Monk.
Yeah, but Adrian Monk has fine. Adrian Monk
He has,
has
like, curly hair.
curly hair,
And you give him like a wipe that he's holding or
and
something.
then I haven't done hands on any of them though.
Well, I mean,
Curly hair,
The pinky traditionally has hands.
curly hair, normal eyes,
Uh-huh.
a mouth that's frowning because Adrian Monk is depressed, as we all know.
Oh, he looks angry. Like he's gonna.
And-
It's like angsty teenage Adrian Monk.
And he has two hands.
You could have done Inspector Clouseau.
And they
It's
both
not too late. I
they
think you
both-
could fix the question one.
they both have wipes in them. Both of his hands, wet wipes.
Could have done the Scooby-Doo. What the heck are those?
Scooby Doo.
That's like an angry cheerleader. It's an angry cheerleader. Not Adrian Monk.
The detective.
I think maybe one of these is like people wouldn't mistake it for something else. People are gonna look at
Batman?
Batman.
The only one I-
Sherlock Holmes.
The only
But
one
of
I thought
four
of.
other fingers. What you gave him a bow?
It's gonna be.
Oh,
It's gonna be like one of those capes, that he wears. But like, it
you can give him your turkey a stripe too. See, it just feels right, doesn't it?
well, it's not gonna be stripes.
Well, as you add multiple more stripes.
It's checkered.
It's
I
like
just haven't
a
gotten.
tweed type.
Yeah, exactly. It's what Sherlock Holmes wears,
Mm.
but it like weirdly fits on.
So we
the-
have
the
Sherlock
turkey.
Holmes, Rabbit Man, Juan Poirot, the finger you gave up drawing before you could finish, and the angry cheerleader detective.
The perfect team, as I like to say.
It's like the Invisible Man. That one. It needs
Which
put
one?
the question one. First of all, people have heard of Batman. Unless you're a serious nerd like us, most people don't even know who the Question is.
No, he was in the Justice League show.
You're talking about like an anime Justice League movie. You know who watches those?
Not
Nerds.
the movie. This show. Everyone watched it.
I don't think that is accurate.
Everyone and their mom.
I think every
and
nerd
father.
our age growing up watched it.
Yeah. And then you got the police guy over here.
Is he a turkey too?
This is a police hat.
Is this a turkey?
Well, who
Since
knows?
when do the police wear ball caps?
Since
It's like maybe an FBI. Oh, it's a worm. Ew. No. Oh gosh, the eye. The eye. This guy is like beyond shocked. His eyes are like bugging out of his face. It's probably because he saw your racist Mexican finger and is like, whoa, we can't put that on the internet. Juan Poirot. That should be a thing. They are missing. It's a bit concerning.
Mm-hmm.
Just all of it. I still keep going back to those limp feet.
You want me to beef them up?
No, don't touch them. They're on brand for us. Like anything you do, no, just leave them. They help distract from the fingers.
He's got to have arms.
You're gonna have one big beefy arm.
No.
Oh, you give him like the traditional turkey feet, but for arms.
Yeah, because turkeys don't have arms.
Okay, this turkey now looks like he's trying to hug the distraught police turkey. He's like, "Come here and give us a hug." Reaching out for him.
Yeah, because he's bad.
I'm just saying, watching two hand turkeys hug would be complicated on my emotions. It'd be like, "Aw," but then it would be, you know?
Hand turkeys. Like, if you were to see a hand turkey in real life, like, I don't even understand how it would look, but it would be horrible.
If you saw like something that was hand shaped running around in general, I feel like it'd be quite concerning.
Because, like, see, the thing is,
any body part running around on its own.
like, I want to give this turkey like a turkey tail. Like, isn't this supposed to be?
I think those
the
are supposed
tail?
to be the feathers. Yeah.
But, like,
If you
but
draw
are
if
they?
you draw a sixth finger, like I guess that would be okay. But then you have to think of another detective.
yeah, I couldn't even think of 5 as you.
What? There are others. You could have done Columbo.
Yeah, Scooby Doo, I guess, is a pretty good. But Columbo's just high.
Like, Columbo's like the most.
Like, I draw a face on the question,
And he's
it's
Columbo. Yeah, I know. He's like the most nondescript detective.
Yeah, like that's the problem with detectives. Is like generally speaking, on purpose, they're not like standing out.
Yeah, you don't want to be a famous detective. Like being a famous detective, people line up at your door to solve like their missing cat problems,
Mm-hmm.
and the answer is always it got eaten by some bigger animal.
And 2, it's harder to do your job because
Because
you
you're like
can't hide and like catch people in the act.
I guess
usually.
Is that what detectives do?
Well,
That's what Batman does.
assume that it
Batman
helps.
also like beats him to a pulp.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it helps get evidence when you can like do it secretly.
I guess that's true. Assuming that everyone you're trying to get evidence from hates the law.
But isn't that?
It's only true
Isn't
if
that
like
how it
it's only
works?
true in movies if they like go into a biker bar and all bikers are clearly criminals that are loyal to each other.
Well, but I mean, even if you're just trying to arrest a criminal, he's not going to give himself up. Like if you you know that they did it, but you have no evidence, you have no proof. You got to like catch them in the act or whatever.
I guess that's true.
It's hard to do that when you're like, I bet it's that guy, you know, the one with no face in the corner.
Honestly, I think having no face makes you more recognizable. Like that's the thing about Question in DC Comics. He's supposed to be like mysterious and like, you know, like this nondescript, but he's literally the only person in his world that doesn't have a face.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
And it's not even that he doesn't have a face. He wears like a mask that makes it look like he doesn't have a
Yeah.
face.
He doesn't want people to know who he is.
Which is just
But he never doesn't wear it.
yeah, exactly.
So
like it has backfired. That's all I'm saying. The plan
everyone knows who he
is
is.
like, that like the thing is maybe they don't know who he is when he doesn't have the thing on,
Mm-hmm.
but always has the no face mask on.
Right.
It's complicated.
Yeah. It's
This whole drawing is not what I was expecting your turkey to be.
But what?
I mean, I guess what we've learned from today is that hand turkeys just are screaming for finger puppets to be a part of them.
Yeah, apparently. I'm gonna draw one ring. Which finger is the ring finger
It's
on
that
it?
one right there.
This one?
No, the one you were just on.
This one?
Yeah, it's the one next to the pinky.
Oh yeah, not the middle finger. That's
No.
where I wear my ring.
Yeah, because you're bad.
He'll have a ring.
It's just like a generic wedding ring. Like this turkey with his multiple personalities is married to someone.
Yeah, it says married.
Oh. Well, you know, Of all the
Like-
weird rings they have out there today, I'm amazed I've never seen someone with a wedding ring that just
says
says married. You know?
Yep.
And if anybody does it now, they have to give us credit
Mm-hmm.
because we came up with it.
Yeah.
It's our idea,
Yep.
our
Give it
intellectual property.
preferably credit in the form of money.
And if anyone, yeah, that's the best kind of credit. If anybody is going to get married and wants us to draw something on their ring, you have our full permission to ask.
We could also draw you something for your wedding. You know, big old picture to put behind you when you're getting married.
You know those people who go to a wedding, like this is like a thing. I don't know if you're aware of this, but people like hire artists to go to a wedding and like do like a live painting
Oh,
of different parts of the wedding.
see, I thought I was writing my name or something. Apparently,
Harge. Hand.
I can turn it into a D.
Oh, that's actually quite impressive. But yeah, like they do that. They hire an artist to like take their canvas and quickly do a drawing of like them walking down, like a painting of them walking down the aisle, or like their first dance or something.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone's getting married and wants us to come to their wedding and do a drawing for them, we'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll probably do it for half the price of one of those quote unquote good artists.
Yeah. I mean,
It's-
how much they're paying, we can guarantee less.
You know, it just occurs to me as you wrote your name, I'm pretty sure I wrote that I was 30 on mine.
Oh,
Wishful
I'm
thinking.
back in time.
Yeah.
Last year's Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I was feeling particularly young today.
Oh,
Only 30.
young and spry.
Actually, I woke up hurting today. Like, I woke up and the first thing I thought of was I need to eat something so I can take Advil.
Mm-hmm.
You know those days?
No, I'm not. I'm not as old as you.
Yeah.
Even though I'm older than you.
It's true. Marriage ages a man. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But you know what? What de-ages a man, youngifies a man is art.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
If you are feeling particularly old today, go draw a hand turkey. You
Yeah.
will feel younger.
No, for sure. I feel younger doing hand
especially if you
turkeys today.
especially if you put puppets,
Yeah.
finger
See,
puppets
like,
on
this
your
is-
hand
this-
turkey.
We've said before that the greatest gallery for our art is the
Mhm.
refrigerator.
Yes.
It's where our art belongs.
Mm-hmm.
That's like that's the greatest honor you can do
Yeah.
with one of our drawings. Please,
But
for your upcoming Thanksgiving,
mm-hmm.
print out our hand turkeys and put them in the fridge.
And then draw one yourself and
Yeah.
also put it on the fridge.
It can be like our hand turkeys and your hand turkeys are hanging out, and my
Mhm.
hand turkey desperately needs some friends.
Yeah. He's got too much angst.
It does. he needs someone to mellow him out. And yours,
My turkey shouldn't have friends.
yeah. But it's okay 'cause he likes to give hugs apparently, so he can hug. So what you should do this week when you're drawing your hand turkey, print out ours, draw yours, and
Mhm.
and send us a comment or send us an email.
Mm-hmm.
Some way, share us your turkey, and we'll post it on our social media if we get any. We'll show you on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and
Mm-hmm.
where all Two Poor Artists things can be found.
Yep.
Your turkey with our turkey, making merriment on the giving of thanks, on the Thanksgiving day.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Have a good Thanksgiving, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
As always, we're surprised you made it this far into our video.
There's no way we could possibly ask you to subscribe to this atrocity, so we won't.
We would say share it with your friends, but it's probably better for wasting your enemy's time.
We're probably not going to get any better, but we will keep.
See you next time.